Alright, so this is after reviewing the video. Maybe I was drunk or something, but it's not October 20th. It is August 20th. Just set the record straight. Enjoy. No fires. Well, good evening, everybody, and it's October 20th, and I think, we've done a couple of videos that probably qualify to go in this playlist, but I think we're going to establish a new playlist. Basically, essentially Darwinism, and the stupid things that others, but in this case me, do, that survival of the fittest, So, as you all know, my first son is named Frank, after my grandfather, who I was very close with. Now, my grandfather lived way beyond his expected years, and like he used to say when he smoked his 15 or 20, 23-cent cigars a day, I can't die young. And he spent a lot of time on his, legacy and who was getting what, and he didn't want siblings to squabble and what have you, which worked out to somewhat degree. But after the siblings, his three kids, got to look at his extensive spreadsheets, my grandfather was an early adopter of technology. Had a IBM XT back in the day. I was testing it out. I think I was like 6 years old, or maybe 10, and that's when I learned how the format command works in DOS, if anybody knows that. That was a scary day, because I formatted his hard drive 2 days into having a new computer and no idea what that meant. Anyways, back to the story. So, in his spreadsheet, then after the first generation, after his kids had their pick of this dish and that whatever, then the grandkids got in, and I was bequeathed three things. I passed on his undergarments and what have you, but three things that were in the will specifically for me to get. One he gave to me way before his death, thank God, which was his car. The second was his fish, which was a 56 or 65 pound salmon that he caught in Alaska. And the third is a British butler. Now, you might say to yourself, what's a British butler? And you say, well, I imagine it's a guy who stands there and is your butler. But we gave up slavery long ago, and so we, in the technological age, have a replacement. So this here, as it clearly says, is the British butler, the ultimate valet. It's almost like a Cylon, I feel like. And it's made by Sear Co. in Los Altos, which has to be near Los Alamos. And basically, instead of having your butler come and press your pants every evening, because you won't want to have creased pants, you put this in, you put the pants in here, and you go to sleep, and you wake up, and you have fresh pants. Reminds me a little bit of Michael Scott making his bacon in the morning, but a little bit different. Obviously, you don't put your foot in there. So I have it. I haven't tried it yet. And, well, I guess it should be obvious. We're doing this outside to, at least if we go down in some fit of Darwinism, we can make it that don't take down the house too. Oh, lights went off, but we'll get that going. And we'll wear rubber gloves and be grounded and all that. So we're going to get the cord and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we have here a pair of, I'll call them chinos, for lack of a better word. I was afraid to use wool, but there's no wool pants that I want to risk on this thing. And thankfully, these are, my father-in-law was gracious enough to throw these in the garbage, and I'm not sure he even knows, but I took them out, or Cynthia knows. She didn't give them to me. They no longer fit him because he's a skinny guy. These are bigger pants, although a heck of a lot smaller than I used to wear. When I wore this size, I had to sit and compose myself. So here's what you do. You plug it in. You know, lock it down somehow. Get enough. Oh, I see. There's a little clasp here. Something like that. You know, very handy. I don't know, maybe it goes out. Oh, who cares? Good enough. And it's there. And we'll set the timer for, I don't know. I'm going to go with 15 minutes because I'm a man of expediency. Now it is ticking, and we have a very long extension cord here, which we're going to set up in a way that we can just kick it out if the sparks fly. So, you know, we have a plug here that is GFI. We can throw a bucket of water on it if in case we need to. Well, that also would test the Darwinism aspect of our series here. And here we go, lights on. And no explosions yet. Don't hear any cackling. Now maybe I should have tested this beforehand in terms of like what happens, but yeah, that's I guess the point. All right, well, we'll come back. So it's been 10 minutes and no smoke. I'm afraid to touch it. I don't know if it used to get like warm. It's a little warm. But I was thinking that, you know, it's been almost 100 days since I smoked my last cigarette. And I've been off the meds, the Chantix, which make this taste bad, for about a week now. And now there's 80. Why not smoke a little cigar, right? Now, I was 80, one smoked this cigar, and he puked, because it wasn't quite like his 23-cent ones, but, you know, he was a fisherman who got seasick, you know? So we got 10 minutes to sit out here and make sure the house doesn't go up in smoke, and we'll see. He used to smoke these on the airplanes. Okay, so timer's up, and cigar is about halfway done. Let's take a look how we look, you know. First I didn't show the before pictures. Nice and warm. Let's take a look how they look. Nice and hot. Wow. No burn, a little dirty, but obviously this needs to be cleaned. In the rack. All right, well, I will say this is a successful test. There's no smoke, no, you know, these things are meant to last. So, Darwinism, if we're keeping score, we're still ahead. No limbs lost, and no house burned down, and press pants. All right. British Butler. Now we just need to make it. Oh, you know what I could do? Put in an Alexa plug and say, Alexa, press my pants. There we go. Work on that. Have a good one.